Hello and welcome to this video on AI for planning. Today we'll show you how to use ChatGPT as your collaborative teammate to help you brainstorm ideas. Brainstorming ideas for work-related tasks isn't always straightforward. It's easy to get bogged down by the details, to overthink and to procrastinate. In moments like these, AI tools like ChatGPT can be a really valuable resource. So let's switch over now to ChatGPT and watch it in action. So let's say you're using ChatGPT to help you brainstorm ideas for an internal fundraising event in your workplace. So you are looking for, say, maybe 3 ideas that you can explore and develop further. So to get the most relevant and tailored suggestions, start by asking ChatGPT what information it needs from you. So you can tell ChatGPT the following. You can give it the following prompt. I'm looking to brainstorm ideas for a fundraising event in work. What key details should I provide to ChatGPT to get the most helpful and relevant suggestions? And press enter. Okay, excellent. So now we have 10 key details that we need to provide to ChatGPT in order for it to generate strong ideas for our fundraising event. So we've got type of organization or workplace, the cause or the purpose, things like budget, audience, event scale, timing, location. All of these things are going to be really, really important for ChatGPT to know. So let's actually provide that information now. So I'm going to copy and paste this in just to save us time. So I work at a medium-sized law firm with about 100 employees. We're planning a staff-only fundraising event for Daffodil Day on March 28th to support the Irish Cancer Society. We have a budget of €1,000 and we have a 15-person committee, and they are skilled in marketing, PR and design. We're open to holding the event in the office, outdoors or virtually. We're looking for creative ideas to engage the team and raise over €3,000. So based on that, just press Shift and Enter. We're going to say, based on the above information, can you suggest, let's just keep it generous, suggest some ideas for our fundraising event. Press Enter. Okay, excellent. And it's given us 7 strong ideas here. So it's up to you to go through each idea, look at the bullet points and see which ones that you would like to explore a little bit further. And maybe there's certain ones that you would like to get rid of, or maybe you just like to tweak certain elements of these ideas. So for me, I like the idea of the bake-off and the tasting event. I'm not keen on the idea of it being a virtual bake-off. I think the event will be a lot easier to plan if it's in person. So that would be one change that I would make to that. We could sell tickets to a live tasting event where bakers present their creations. Absolutely. And then we could have a prize for the best one. What I'd also like to do there is anybody that wants to take part in the bake-off, that they also pay a small fee as well. So that's another way for us to generate some money for the fundraising. Daffodil Day dress up and photo contest. I like that one, particularly because it'll be good for our socials, in particular Instagram. And also as well, it's a great way, especially if we charge a small fee for individuals to wear their yellow outfits. And, you know, even if individuals don't attend, or sorry, who don't want to dress up, a lot of them are still going to donate some money to the event. So we've got a charity quiz or trivia night. I do also think that's a great idea, but I think that's got a lot of organisation would be involved in that. Daffodil Day pop-up cafe or coffee cart, and creative workshops or skill shares. That's a really, really nice idea. But again, I think that's going to take a lot of coordination. So I, particularly for this event, given our budget, given our staff numbers, I'm going to keep it quite simple. And then we can learn from this event for future events, and maybe um, we'll have a better idea in the future. But for now, we're going to keep it simple. Before I get into each of the ideas that I like it more deeply, I want to make sure that each option is feasible, and I want to take the time to weigh the pros and cons of each suggestion. So I'm going to say to ChatGPT, so I'm interested in the Daffodil Bake Off and the, what's it called? The Daffodil Dress Up Day. Um, Day. I'd also like to incorporate a raffle featuring donations from local businesses. Okay. Can you please outline the pros and cons of each? And this is what it's come up with. So the Daffodil Day Bake Off pros, it's going to be highly engaging. It's going to bring a lot of participation. It encourages team bonding. Absolutely. I really love that idea. It's easy to incorporate voting with donations, boosting fundraising, and we can make it visually appealing with themed kits, posters, and online galleries. So cons requires time and effort from participants to bake, and that is true. Virtual tasting events can be less impactful than in-person ones. So yeah, no, I definitely agree with that. So that's why we're actually going to change it to an in-person event. Um, okay, brilliant. Daffodil dress up day and photo contest. It's simple to implement. Everybody can participate with minimal effort. Um, yeah, it's going to create quite a festive atmosphere, and it's going to give strong visual appeal to your marketing team, and that we can leverage for promotion so that again we can put a lot of these images up on our socials. So the cons, yeah, some employees, and like I mentioned earlier, might not be willing to dress up, but I still think that they would be willing to pay the small fee. And then for the raffle featuring local business donations, we can raise significant funds with minimal upfront cost to ourselves. It's also going to help strengthen and just nurture, relationships between the local businesses and ourselves. And it should be easy enough to organise because we have enough people on our volunteer team. Okay, excellent. Cons requires time and effort to secure quality donations. Yes, but again, we have the people there. Legal considerations. Yeah, we can take that into account. Risk of lower participation if prizes aren't appealing. I don't think that'll be an issue. And we are going to publicise it well because we have the team there to do it. Now that we've looked at the pros and cons of each idea, we can tell ChatGPT if we want to drop any of them, if we want to explore some of them further, or if we want to make a few tweaks. Because I've now chosen my finalized three ideas, so the bake off and coffee morning slash cafe, the daffodil dress up day, and also the raffle featuring local business donations. I want to dive into the finer details and start developing those ideas forward. But I do want to make a few tweaks. So I'm going to give this information to ChatGPT. So each of these events will be held in person. I don't want to do anything virtually. And participants in the bake-off, they're going to pay €5 to enter the bake-off, and we're going to hold it in person. Actually, I can delete that because I've already told them that. I want all 3 events to run on the same day so that we can maximize participation, excitement, and time. So I'm going to ask ChatGPT, can you provide a detailed breakdown on how to plan and execute all 3 of these ideas? Keep in mind, I have 1,000 €1,000 budget, goal of €3,000 to raise, and 15 employees willing to help out. Okay. I'd actually just cut this and just put it up here. Great. And can you provide a detailed breakdown on how to plan and execute all of these 3 ideas, taking into account that information above? Okay, and it's giving us a nice detailed plan. We've got the pre-event preparation, 4 to 6 weeks. We've got the various different roles that we're going to need, and it's actually split them up. So we said we have 15 people. Yeah, and it's separated. You've got 2 people for volunteer coordination, 2 for finance, 4 people for logistics, and then you've got 3 and 4 marketing, PR, and sponsorship and donations. The budget allocation, it's given us a nice clear breakdown of that. Again, we can tweak any of these if we like. We have the event structure. We've got the timelines, which are really, really important. So we've got the timeline, we've got the activity, and we've got any really important notes. So that's a nice, clear way that it's outlined that for us. It's very clear to see the time, the activity, and the notes. It's nicely laid out. So how each event works, so the bake-off, what is going to happen during the bake-off, what is going to happen during the dress-up day and photo contest. So this is all information that can be sent out to the volunteers and those who are actually coordinating the event so that everybody's on the same page. You've got the details for the raffle. You've also got a promotion plan as well. So 4 to 6 weeks prior, what should you have done by that stage? What should you have done by 3 weeks prior? And yeah, maximizing fundraising. So what are you going to do to maximize your fundraising? And it gives you some really strong ideas there. Have a really clear, well-structured plan that outlines each activity with defined roles, timelines, and budget details. So it's up to us to decide which elements that we move forward with and which elements that we wish to set aside. And then we can adjust or refine any part as needed. I hope this video has given you a better sense of how ChatGPT can support and improve your brainstorming and planning process. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to check out our other videos on www.adultdyslexiahub.ie.